Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day, whatever part of the world you are in. My name is Mairead, and I am in Galway in the west of Ireland. So I'd be really interested to know where you're all viewing from. If you want to pop that in the chat box, I'd love to see where you all are. So as I said, my name is Mairead, and I've been teaching for a long time now. It was actually my 20th year anniversary this year. So yeah, I can hardly believe I've been involved in the world in TEFL so long. But yeah, feels like yesterday since I started. It's a super fun profession to be involved in. So I can see some messages coming in. We have South Africa, USA, we have Canada. Oh, that's really great. I have been to none of those countries, I'm afraid. Not yet, anyway. In terms of teaching experience, I've been mainly around Europe. And now I'm at home in Ireland. So, yeah, we've got more from South Africa. Great. Lovely to see you all here. We have Italy. Very good. So everyone, today is going to be a big, long questions and answers webinar. So whereas normally I would talk about something for 30 minutes and then turn the questions over to you, I am not going to talk about anything in particular today. We're going to dedicate the whole session to answering all of your wonderful questions. Oh, North Wales, hello. Oh, how cool. I think this is the first time I've ever had a Welsh person in the webinar. Ah, welcome. Lovely to meet you. We're practically neighbours, right? Ireland and Wales. Okay. Thank you, Emma. Thank you so much for your congratulations. Yeah, 20 years. It feels like quite the milestone. All right. So everyone, I'm sure you have questions, whether it's about course content or assignments or life as an EFL teacher in general. Yeah. Why don't you start typing those questions into the chat box and we will get going. You can ask me anything you want about the world of EFL, and I will do my very best to answer your questions. If I can't answer your question, I will try to point you in the right direction to find the answer. All right. So let's go. Let's put in those questions. I know it can be a bit tricky to think of questions straight off the bat. So let me give you some pointers just to jog your imaginations. So perhaps you are studying the grammar unit and you have some questions about grammar. Well, type them in. I love grammar. I am all about it. Perhaps you have some questions about the pronunciation section. Yeah, if you do, please ask. Perhaps you have some questions about terminology. You know, we have EFL, ESL, yeah, EAP, YL, yeah, tons of terms. Maybe you have some doubts that you'd like clarified. You know, type in those questions. Maybe, let's see, maybe you have some questions about the different levels of students you might get from elementary all the way up to advanced. Yeah. If you do, type in those questions. All right. So while you're all thinking, let me look through the comments, just in case some questions have come in already. So hello, Judy. Good to see you again. I'm always so jealous when I see where you are. It must be amazing there. So hello, Ella. Oh gosh, you're in the Ukraine, Ella. Gosh, that's interesting. You're studying TEFL. Okay. Well, lovely to see you. I think this is the first time I've seen you in the webinar. Okay, so my Welsh friend, we have a question. This is my first experience of teaching online. How does the course kickstart? Well, you know, it starts as soon as you have enrolled. So if you have enrolled, you're ready to start. Yeah. So when you go to your dashboard or your homepage for the course, you should be able to see all of the units on that page. You've got to work through the units in order. So I believe the first unit is called Getting Started. And you've got to complete that unit. It gives you important information about how the course is structured and how the course is assessed. All right. So go ahead and jump into the Getting Started unit. And once you've completed that, you'll be able to start on Unit 1. And then you work your way through. Okay, so it'll be all right there on your course homepage. Okay. And best of luck with it. Enjoy it. I hope that you find it very, very interesting. Okay. So hi, Shannon. Course material availability. Well, Shannon, as this is an online course, yeah, all of the material is online. Okay. We don't provide a physical copy of the material. Okay. So everything is online. It's all in the units. If you want to have like a physical copy of the information, you would have to either print out material yourself or, as most of our students do, just take extensive written notes. I'm a big fan of taking notes, okay, because not only does it give you the information in the future for you to have as reference, but, you know, writing it also really consolidates it in your mind. So taking written notes or just notes on your laptop or PC would be really useful. Okay. So hello, Ashley. Oh, I think I saw you last week, Ashley. Welcome back. So hi, regarding the assignments, when submitting the assignment, do we need to input on the assignment given and send it through on the same handout as given? Oh gosh, Ashley, I'm not sure I fully understand your question, I'm afraid. Do you mean that, are you asking if you have to also submit handouts of the material you would use? If so, yeah, you've got to include all material with your submission that students would see. Oh, you have another question. Let's see if this clarifies. Or can we submit the assignments with the tables copied onto a separate PDF to the assignment material given? Oh, I understand. I'm sorry, Ashley. I was being a little slow on the uptake. You've got to use the templates that we provide. Okay. So for example, if you are doing assignment A on the level 5 course, you will see that there are 4 templates. Yeah. One for text 1, one for text 2, one for text 3, and a bibliography template. So download those templates and write in your answers into the template. Okay. You don't need to delete instructions. Yeah, you don't need to delete examples. Okay, unless instructed. Just type in your work into the templates. In fact, we can't accept any assignments not done on the templates. Okay, so it's really important that you use them as they are. All right. Thank you, Ashley. Hopefully that made sense. If I still haven't answered your question, can you rephrase it in the chat box, and I'll do my best to give it another go. All right, so hello, Love Life. Oh, what a lovely name. Which are the countries in Asia that allow us no English speakers, so maybe non-native English speakers to work? Can you work immediately after receiving your TEFL certification? Well, for your second question, yes, absolutely. It may take some time for your certificate to arrive, but if you contact Student Services, they will send you a letter saying that you have completed the course and you're awaiting your certificate. And normally that's enough for employers. Okay, so yeah, you can get straight to it. As for the countries in Asia, really, just apply for any job that you like the look of, okay? This isn't really a country-specific thing. Like, it's not that some countries do employ non-native speakers and others don't. That's not the case. So apply for everything. Hopefully, most, if not all countries will accept non-native speakers. There's actually a huge movement in the world of TEFL at the moment, calling out the discrimination or the potential discrimination against non-native speakers. Okay, nobody wants to see that and nobody supports it. Okay, so just apply. Yeah, apply for everything you like the look of. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. So, hello, Sarah. Is there a course glossary? Yes, Sarah, there is. Remember I talked before about the Getting Started unit? I'm pretty sure there's a link to a course glossary there. There's definitely one in the introductory part of the course. If you can't find it, just send a ticket to Tutor Support and we will send you on the link. Okay, but yeah, it's definitely there. And it's really, really useful. Okay, thank you, Sarah. So hello, Saju, good to see you again. Hope everything in France is going well. So Love Life, let's go again with another question. Is it possible to start work as a TEFL teacher even if I'm an economics student and don't hold a university degree yet? Yeah, absolutely. Again, read the job advertisements carefully. Some of them might specify that they need you to be a degree holder just for visa purposes. Yeah, but that's not always the case. So read the job ads carefully. And as I said, if there's anything you like the look of, apply anyway. Okay, because if you don't hold a degree yet, that probably implies that you're working towards one or you hope to get one in the future. So, it's no harm making yourself known to potential employers that you are interested in. All right. Okay, Ashley, let's have a look. Being from South Africa with our load shedding problem. Oh, I've read about that, Ashley. Yeah, that sounds very, very difficult. Is it recommended to have a generator, inverter or solar power in order to get a job in online teaching? Well, honestly, Ashley, yes, I would definitely recommend that you have some sort of backup. Okay. I know it might be an expensive investment, but if you are planning on teaching online full-time, or even part-time, you've got to have some sort of backup plan just in case. All right, so that even though it's no fault of your own, you need to be reliable. And if you're scheduled for a class, you need to be available to teach that class. Okay. So yeah, I would absolutely recommend that you try to put some sort of backup system in place for your own peace of mind, especially. All right. Okay, thank you, Ashley. So hello, Shay. When waiting for an assignment to be marked, will the next unit be blocked until we pass our assignment? No, Shay, you should be able to carry on with the units. Okay. The only thing to bear in mind is that, for example, if you submit assignment A, you will not be able to access assignment B until A is marked. All right. but you can carry on with the units, with the learning material. The reason we have it structured like that is that for each assignment, you're given pretty extensive feedback, and that feedback will help you with the next assignment. So, that's why we don't want assignments to overlap. All right. But yeah, you can absolutely continue with the units, with the study material. Okay. Typically, it will take between 5 and 7 working days to have your assignment marked. It could be done quicker than 5 days, but you should allow, between 5 and 7 working days. So it's not a very long time to wait, but factor it into your time management plan. We would definitely recommend that you try to submit assignment C around 2 weeks before your course expires. Yeah. As a minimum 2 weeks before, just to make sure that you have time to get it marked. And if you need to resub, you have time to resubmit it, all before your enrollment expires. Okay. So yeah, thank you, Shay. Nice question. Okay. So hello, Anne. Nice to see you. I had some trouble finding newspaper and magazine articles for CEF4 A2 level. Can you share some of your favorites? So Anne, do you mean authentic materials? Because I think that's an important distinction. Let me know if you mean like authentic materials, and then I'll be able to answer your question. Okay, I'll look out for your answer in the chat box. All right, I'll get back to you in a second. Okay, so hi Shannon, did I miss anything? Well, we have answered a couple of questions already, Shannon, but don't worry about missing anything, because all of our webinars are posted on our YouTube channel. Okay, so usually by Tuesday or Wednesday, the weekend webinar is posted. Okay, so next Tuesday or Wednesday, go ahead to the TEFL Academy YouTube channel and you'll find a recording of this webinar, and you'll be able to see the things that you may have missed in the first 15 minutes. All right. So hello, Emma. If we find ourselves without a curriculum, nightmare, what are the things we need to consider in order to create a lesson plan around realia we think are appropriate for the level? Okay, so Emma, teaching without a curriculum is tricky for sure. I think if I were in the position that I had to do that, I would find a sample curriculum online for whatever level I'm teaching. Or I would try to get my hands on a course book for the level that I'm going to be teaching. Because that way, all you need to do is look at the contents page, or look at the sample curriculum and follow that. Even if you don't follow it, completely to the letter, that's fine. At least it will give you a structure to base your classes on. So, you can see the type of grammar points that are being taught and in what order. Okay. Or you can see the typical vocabulary topics, okay, that are generally taught to that level. And of course, that age group, because, it's entirely different teaching adults to teaching kids. So my main advice would be to get your hands on either a course book or a sample curriculum for that level. And base your teaching on that. Okay. Honestly, I have never taught without a curriculum. If you're going to work for a language school, a private language school, they should really have a curriculum in place. Of course, if you're working in a public school, the same, there will definitely be a curriculum in place. It could be that if you're volunteering, there may not be a curriculum. Yeah. But, with all of the resources online, just do a search or try to get your hands on a course book and use that to guide you. Okay, thank you, Emma. All right, Shannon, does level 5 give one tools to qualifications to teach online? So yeah, with your level 5 certificate, Shannon, you will be absolutely qualified to teach online. Okay, absolutely. Yeah, either, in person or online. All right, thank you. Okay, Aronico. Oh, fabulous name, Aronico. Does TEFL level 5 168 hours include TESOL? Well, Aronico, this is an issue with terminology. Yeah. Remember, I said at the beginning there are tons of different acronyms. So if we look at TEFL, this means teaching English as a foreign language. Yeah. If we say TESOL, this means teaching English to speakers of other languages, which pretty much amounts to the same thing. Okay. So whether you say TEFL or TESOL, it basically means the same thing. Okay. You are teaching English to students whose first language is not English. Yeah. Okay. So it's just a terminology. It's an acronym thing. Okay. Thank you, Aronico. All right. So Shannon, great experience. How often do you do these live chats? Oh, Shannon, we do them every Saturday. Yeah, every Saturday at 4 p.m. GMT. Okay. Every week there's a different topic. Yeah, this week just happens to be questions and answers, but most other weeks have a very specific topic. And, the presenter will speak about a topic for about 30 minutes. And then the second 30 minutes will always be an opportunity for you to ask whatever questions you have. Again, if you go to the TEFL Academy YouTube channel, you will find all of the past webinars there. Okay. So yeah, there is one every single week. Again, just go to your course homepage and you will have all of the links there to the weekly webinar. All right. Oh, Anne, you have a lovely reply to Sarah. You say, Sarah, the course glossary is in the dashboard section. It's always there as you go through the course. Yeah, great. Thank you for that, Anne. Okay. So, Aronico, regarding us in South Africa, for those without degrees and with the TEFL certificate, will we be able to go abroad to teach English? Is a degree advantageous for securing a job abroad? Well, Aronico, when a job ad looks for a degree, this just means that they need a degree in order to get you your working visa. Okay, it's nothing to do with having a degree per se, yeah, but it's more to do with the bureaucracy. Okay, so some countries will need a degree to process your work visa, but others will not. Okay, again, it will specify in the job ad. Okay, whether you need that degree for a work visa or not. Okay. So it's country dependent. So yeah, look at the job ads and it should specify whether or not you need it. All right, hope that answers your question. Okay. So, hi Judy. For assignments, I see that you have to write an essay about 500 to 700 words. Can you give me an idea of what is expected? Well, Judy, when you get to that section, you will see that in that essay, there are 4 specific points that you need to write about. Okay. Something about authentic, you need to write a short, a paragraph, maybe about 150 words about authentic materials. You need to write another 2 paragraphs about the assignment that you've just done. Okay. And then you need to write a paragraph about using the internet when teaching. All right. But yeah, don't worry. Once you get to the assignment instructions and you download the templates, you will be given all of the pointers for that. Okay. This reminds me, Judy, so thank you. When you are given a word count, in any section of the assignment, remember that you have a plus or minus 10% margin. So you can write 10% less than the word count, or, as is more common, 10% more. And that applies to all of the word counts across all of the assignments. All right, thank you, Judy. So hello, Imad. Good to see you. I think this is the first time I've seen your name in a webinar. So hello from South Africa. Will this qualification help towards a lecturing job, or do I have to complete more education courses? Well, Imad, it kind of depends. I imagine if you mean lecturing in a university, this is how I would understand the term lecturing. You would need all of the qualifications that you would typically need to work in a university. Yeah, so, you would probably need a master's degree, maybe a PhD. Yeah. It would certainly be helpful, but I don't think a TEFL certificate alone would get you a job lecturing in a university. Okay. If you mean lecturing as in teaching, maybe teaching in a private language school, then yes, you could absolutely do that with this qualification. Okay. As I said before, look at those job ads, just do your research, and all of the necessary qualifications should be specified in a job advertisement. All right. So thank you, Imad. All right. So hello, Tamia. How are you? Why did you decide to pursue a career as a TEFL teacher? Oh, goodness, Tamia, what a long story. What a long story. So to keep things short, I studied languages at university. I did a degree in French and Spanish, and then I did a master's in translation studies. I knew I wanted to travel a lot. So I thought, okay, what can I do, to start traveling while I build up my experience as a translator and interpreter. So I just started teaching TEFL temporarily, but yet here we are 20 years later. Basically I started so that I could go traveling, learn more languages, and ended up completely falling in love with it. And here we are 20 years later. So thank you, Tamia. That's a lovely question. It always makes me smile to think about why I started and how I've ended up. All right, thank you. Okay, Ironico, salary bracket to teach online full-time when holding a degree and TEFL certificate. Again, I hate to keep saying this to you, Ironico, but it depends. Every company will pay a different rate. I've seen job advertisements for $12 an hour all the way up to $40 an hour. Okay. The typical one I tend to see is maybe $15 to $20 an hour. Okay. But again, every company will offer something different. So, do your research. If a salary seems very, very low, look around. Don't settle for something that seems to you to be very low. try to get an idea of the industry average before you accept any job offers. Again, from what I'm seeing at the moment, the average will be $15-ish. Yeah, but it can go lower, it can go higher. Okay. Online companies tend to quote their salary in US dollars. Yeah, because, you know, as you can appreciate, there are people applying from all over the world in different currencies. So the US dollar tends to be the standard. Or sometimes the British pound, but typically the US dollar. All right. So yeah, do your research, get an idea of the average out there, and don't sell yourself short. All right. So Ashley, rephrase, reassignment. Do we submit the assignment with the instructions for the assignment in our PDF submission? I hope I make sense. Yes, Ashley. Yeah, no, that was my fault. I didn't understand. Yeah, just submit them on the templates provided. And before you submit, convert everything to PDF and then submit your assignment. Okay, great. Yeah, but it's a really important question. All right. So, hello, Aoife. Good to have another Irish name on the platform. People are going to struggle with your name, Aoife, I guarantee. My name, Mairead, Mairead. Yeah, you can't imagine the the ways my name has been pronounced, but you know, it's all part of the fun of it. Irish names just confuse everybody. So Aoife, assignments will usually start in Unit 5. Okay, are you doing the Level 5 course? If you are, your first assignment will crop up at the end of Unit 5. Assignment B will be at the end of Unit 7, and Assignment C will be at the end of Unit 10. Okay. As I said, though, you won't be able to access the instructions until you have passed the previous assignment. Yeah, so don't worry if you're only starting out and you can't see the assignments. Okay, they will appear as you complete the necessary steps. All right. If you're doing the Level 3 course, the first assignment is at the end of Unit 5, and the second is at the end of the course. I'm having a bit of a blank. Is it Unit 9 or Unit 10? It's just slipping my mind if there are 9 or 10 units in the Level 3 course. But the second assignment is at the end of the last unit. All right. Thank you, Aoife. So Eugen, can Level 5 course help with teaching abroad in person, or is it for teaching online only? It's for both. Yeah, you can use it to do either, whichever one you fancy. Yeah, that's, you know, it's flexible. All right, good. Okay, so Anne, oh yes, Anne, you were asking about sources for authentic materials. So you are probably then, Anne, doing the Level 3 Assignment B, because you mentioned here from 10 to 12 years old. So here, Anne, I would be looking at websites aimed at children. For example, National Geographic Kids, or you know, any website that is specifically aimed at informing that age group about world events. So, you know, I might Google, for example, news for preteens, yeah, or, you know, travel stories for children, okay? So go for something that is aimed at that age group, okay? Or, you know, environment for children, yeah, explaining recycling to preteens. Yeah, you know, just Google that, find something that is very child friendly, you we don't want it to be too childish because, they are 10 to 12 and, they're not little kids. But yeah, look for something age appropriate. And if there are some difficult, if there is some difficult vocabulary there, that's not necessarily a problem, because all you need to say is that you would pre-teach the difficult vocabulary. Yeah. So, there will always be a degree next. Yeah. But just, your best bet is just find something age appropriate, something accessible for kids that is written originally for kids, like National Geographic Kids, for example. Yeah, and then go from there. But yeah, Google is your friend here. All right. Thank you, Anne. So, Ironica, is there a salary difference when teaching kids and adults one-on-ones? Not in my experience. I mean, to the first part of your question, no, not in my experience, Ironica. If you're looking for, or if you're working for a language school, you'll be paid an hourly rate. Yeah, typically. Or you'll be paid a salary, a fixed salary, but typically an hourly rate. And in my experience, they don't distinguish between kids and adults. It's just teaching, okay, teaching hours. One-on-ones, you tend to earn a little more. The school will pay you a little more for one-to-ones, okay, because they include a lot more preparation and it's a lot more work. If you're working as a private teacher, you will charge whatever rate you decide to charge. Okay. But yeah, you can typically earn a little more money teaching one-to-one. Okay, unless you can put together a group, a small group, maybe 4 or 5, and then, you can end up making more money that way. It just depends if you're going to work for a school or if you're going to work freelance. Okay, again, just do your research, get an idea for the average pay in the area that you're going to teach. All right. So Emma, oh, you taught kindergarten in the summer without a curriculum. Oh yeah, panic. I know it's no fun, Emma, is it? It's no fun. We all need that bit of structure to hang our classes on. It makes life, much less stressful. So yeah, just get on Google or access a course book. That's definitely the best way. Honestly, when I taught summer school back in the day and I didn't have a curriculum, I bought a course book. I ordered a cheap one on Amazon, and just, those 2 content pages, just, they formed the basis of everything I did that summer. All right. Okay. Ashley, where can we look for jobs once we have completed our TEFL course? Well, there is a jobs board, Ashley, on the TEFL Academy website. Yeah, so go to the website, you'll see it. It's one of the options on our main website. So we have a really extensive jobs board, a really busy jobs board. Apart from that, another really good website is tefl.com. So just TEFL.com. They tend to have really, really great, a really, really great jobs board. Okay. Apart from those 2, there are lots of other ones, just I would advise searching, putting in a Google search for the place that you want to go. For example, EFL Teaching Jobs Spain, or EFL Teaching Jobs Online. Okay, and that will find you tons of other options. Yeah. The 2, though, that I am very familiar with would be our TEFL Academy jobs board, access via our website, or tefl.com. All right. But yeah, search far and wide. Okay. So hello, Esther. Hi, I'm from Mexico. Oh, how fabulous. Bienvenida. Will there be someone we can speak in Spanish for our doubts? No, Esther, it will all be conducted through English. All of our communication is through English. Okay. Yeah. But that's okay. It's really good. It's really good practice for you. Just do everything through English. All right. If you are really struggling with something, send a message to Student Services, yeah, and see if they can find someone to help you. Okay. Yeah, but I think you'll be okay. All right. Let's have a look, Judy. If by chance you fail after doing assignment A, B, or C the first time and after doing 2 other submissions, what next? Will you be allowed to do over the course? Well, Judy, let me tell you that it is very, very unusual that someone would fail an assignment after 3 submissions. Okay. Honestly, it very, very rarely happens, and I don't want you to even worry about this. I'll tell you why. If you submit something for the first time and it isn't successful, your tutor will give you extensive feedback telling you, okay, you need to fix this section. Yeah, and this is what you need to do to fix it. Okay, if you submit a second time and you're not successful, again, your tutor will tell you exactly what is wrong and how to fix it. If you submit a third time and it's not successful, honestly, that would be very, very rare because you've already had a lot of detailed feedback. Bear in mind that you can also contact us in tutor support anytime, yeah, with any questions you have about the assignment. If by chance, though, that you do fail it 3 times, your assignment will be referred to our internal quality assurance department. I work there. Yeah, that's my department. And there we will review your assignment, we'll review your feedback, and, we'll take it from there. Okay. But as I said, please don't worry about this too much because it is not a common occurrence. There is so much feedback and guidance along the way. All right. So basically, don't even worry about it. Okay. And we will cross that bridge if and when we ever come to it. Okay. All right. Thank you, Judy. Now, Nariman, hello. How are you? I fall in the more mature group. Yep, I hear you, Nariman. I'm right there with you in that group. Will this be a disadvantage in finding a job? The plan is to teach online after finishing my course. Honestly, Nariman, no. I can hand on heart say that I have never encountered any age discrimination in the TEFL world. If anything, I think that age and experience is very highly valued. Okay, so genuinely, this should not be a concern. All right, and yeah, please don't worry about that. Okay, that in my experience, it has never been an issue. All right, so thank you, Nariman. Good question. All right. Unit 9. Yeah, in the level 3 course. Is it Love Life? Yeah, very good. 9 units. Okay, thank you for that. I just had a complete brain melt, whether it was 9 or 10 units. Okay, Shannon, if you fail an assignment, do you get another chance? Yeah, as I just said to Judy, Shannon, you get 3 chances in total. Okay, and each time you get feedback and guidance. Okay, so it's never a thing that you should be unsure what you need to change. All right, and any questions at all, contact tutor support. Okay. Natasha, hello. Does the grading from the quizzes add towards the final mark? No, Natasha, it doesn't. Okay, the only thing that impacts your final mark is your assignment grades. All right. So, you need to pass the quizzes to move on to the next unit. Yeah. But no, only your assignments count towards your final grade. All right. And Shannon, 3. Yeah, there are 3 assignments. Okay, A, B, and C. All right. So, hi, Emma. I'm unable to get through the lesson planning writer's block. Oh, yeah, it's real sometimes. Is this something tutor support can help with? Can they provide advice or direction in proceeding? Yeah, absolutely, Emma. That's why we're there. Any questions you have at all, we will help. We probably won't be able to give you like specific tasks and specific wording because, we need you to come up with the ideas by yourself. But we will definitely guide you towards that. So please send us a message. Please send us a ticket with your issues, and we will do our very best to help. Okay. So hello, Ben Tatum. Can I use level 5 when 68 hours to work in the UK from South Africa? Or do I have to go further into courses in my studies? Even if I don't, do you have any recommendations? So Ben, this will depend on the individual school. I know from experience in the UK, they tend to look for higher qualifications when teaching. I don't know if you have heard of the Delta exam, for example, or the diploma, the Trinity diploma, the DIP TESOL, or even a master's in EFL. Now, it's not to say that it's impossible. It's always worth looking at those job ads. Yeah, you never know, especially if you were interested in teaching summer school, for example, teaching young learners in summer schools. But I do know in the UK and in Ireland, employers often look for, the next level up. Okay. But, check out those job ads and you will get an idea for the qualifications employers generally look for. Okay. All right. Thank you, Ben. So Emma, thank you for clarification. My intention is to teach at university in the engineering faculty. Very good. I'm still looking forward to teaching English once I qualify. Oh yeah, for sure. And the really good thing is if you do get work in a university, in whatever faculty, universities will always have some sort of foundation English course, or they will have an attached language school, generally an affiliated language school. So once you're in the door, hopefully you will find other opportunities in which to teach English also. Okay. So hi, Natasha. On completion of the course, do we still have to have access to the TEFL page? No, Natasha. So you don't have access to the course material anymore. However, you do still have access to the jobs board. Okay. So I think I said at the beginning, if you do want, to take your own notes of the course material, or if you want to print out any of the course material, that's a great way to ensure that you will have it. Yeah. When your course expires. But no, unfortunately, you don't still have access to the course material once your course expires. But you can still check out the job board. That will be no problem at all. Okay. And so Tamia, thank you. You're welcome. what sort of job placement assistance is provided? Well, Tamia, we don't really provide job placement assistance as such, in that we don't give you we don't give each student a list of schools to apply to. What we do have, though, is our jobs board, and you'll find all sorts of jobs there, like internships, jobs in private language schools, maybe some volunteering jobs, so everything will be there on the jobs board. Yeah, all of the vacancies that we have access to. And then it will be up to you to decide the ones that you want to go for. Also, at the end of the course, there is a unit on job searching and CV writing and cover letter writing. Okay, so, check out that unit. It's at the very end of the course, and that should give you lots of tips to start your job search. All right. Okay, thank you, Tamia. Okay, so Judy, thank you very much. You are very welcome. I'm a bit worried about the assignments. Yeah, everybody worries a little, Judy. I think that's normal. When doing multiple choice questions, after each unit, questions are a bit tricky, sometimes not what you expect. Yeah, for sure. I agree. Some of the questions can be challenging. But remember, the assignments will not be multiple choice. Okay. They'll give you a lot more freedom, and that can be really nice. Okay. Okay, thank you, Judy. Okay, Emma. Yes, I just need guidance to get started. I have the finished lesson. I see the finished lesson plan, but cannot get started. Yeah, definitely send a ticket, Emma, and we'll set you down the right path. Okay. And that goes to all of you. If any of you are having problems with any of the course content, don't sit there suffering in silence. Okay, please don't do that. Just send us a ticket to tutor support, whatever you need help with, and we will do our best to get you going. Okay. So, Ironico, I note the difference between combined level 5 and the usual level 5. Which one out of the two is the most popular one most enrolled for? The combined one is more costly. Yeah, so again, Ironico, it depends on what you're looking for. The online section, yeah, like the 10 units, is exactly the same in both options. Okay. What happens is that with the combined course, you also attend a face-to-face weekend course. We run them in different cities around the world. So again, it depends on what you're after. A lot of people really enjoy the weekend face-to-face. Whereas some people are perfectly happy just to do it all online. So I would say after COVID and everything, we had to stop a lot of our weekend courses for obvious reasons. But before COVID, I would say that the combined was more popular. And now post-COVID, probably the online only version is more popular, but really it just depends on what you're after. Okay. I used to run the weekend courses in Galway, and I loved them. They were just so fun. But again, it just depends. Totally up to you which one you go for. Both of them are really good options. Okay. So Shannon, after level 5, what other courses are available? Well, you can also do what we call add-on courses, Shannon. And they would be like approximately 30-hour standalone courses. Like we do one on teaching young learners, we do another one on teaching business English, we do another one on teaching online. So if you go to our website, you'll see all of the add-on courses that we offer. Okay, as of yet, though, level 5 is the highest qualification we offer. Okay. We do have one other course called Observed Teaching Practice. So once you are qualified and once you have some experience, it might be something you're interested in. Basically, in the Observed Teaching Practice course, you record yourself teaching. You fill out some workbooks. All of this is to lead to you reflecting on what you're doing and what you could do better and what areas you would like to develop. So yeah, that is a popular course for our trainees once they are qualified and once they have some experience. But yeah, definitely check out our website and you will see all of the options. Okay, Natasha, can you study a master's qualification in TEFL online? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Again, just Google, okay, master's or MA TEFL or MA TESOL online, and yeah, you could study in pretty much any university in the world online. The MA TEFL is really popular. Yeah, it's gaining a lot of popularity. Okay, so yeah, absolutely, it could be a great option. Okay, Emma, is there a course textbook or other textbooks you recommend which we can refer to post-course? So Emma, do you mean like teaching reference books? If you do, oh yeah, there are so many of them out there. I know there is a very popular series of books, methodology books, by a man called Jeremy Harmer. Okay, he does like amazing teaching methodology books. General teaching methodology, teaching speaking, teaching writing. Yeah, so definitely look up Jeremy Harmer. Another very popular writer in the world of TEFL is Scott Thornbury. Yeah, so Thornbury. Yeah, again, he writes lots of methodology books. Michael Swan, yeah, with double N, is another pretty prolific writer when it comes to teaching methodology. Okay. In terms of grammar, my very favorite book is called Grammar for English Language Teachers, and it is by Martin Parrott. Okay, so if you ever want to buy a grammar reference book, that's the one I would recommend. All right, so thank you, Emma. Okay, good. Ashley, the JAWS board has made me excited. yeah, definitely. It tends to have that effect. It shows you all of the possibilities out there. So yeah, I'm sure you will do wonderfully. Just keep a close eye on it. Okay, thank you, Ashley. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Kate, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. We do our best. Yeah, we genuinely do. We do our best to help. Okay. So hello, Ben. My child is to be my plan is to be a child psychologist. So I'm currently studying psychology. Wow. Would that be a good point to bring up when applying for jobs since I'm 19 and don't have much experience? Absolutely, Ben. Yeah, that is very significant. Especially if you are ultimately going to pursue a job teaching young learners. Yeah, absolutely, Ben. I would make the most of that. That's very, very noteworthy. And best of luck with your studies. It sounds fascinating. All right. Sarah, do you get a certificate if you attend? Do you mean the weekend course? If you do, yeah, you do get a certificate. Would it add anything to your qualifications? Well, I don't think it would make or break any job application, but it's still really good to have, right? It's great to get some face-to-face experience. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so hello, Shannon. Where would one purchase the grammar for English books? Well, I usually get mine on Amazon. Shannon, I find that they tend to be a little cheaper. But, you know, as with anything that you would buy online, put in a search. Yeah, and yeah, see what you find. I just tend to get everything from Amazon, honestly. Unless you're lucky enough to have an English language bookshop in your city, but they are hard to come by. You know, I mean, a bookshop with an English language teaching section is hard to come by. But yeah, that's it. Do your search. You should be able to find some online, no problem. All right. So hello, Bronwyn. What is the estimated time one should take per unit to ensure completion on time? I understand every student is different. Yeah, Bronwyn. Oh, I know. I hate to be that person, you know, to keep saying it depends, but really, it depends. Some units will be a lot quicker than others. Yeah, they'll be shorter than others. You know, you'll find some units more interesting than others, which means that you'll probably get through them faster. Really, I cannot give you a number. I'm really sorry. But yeah, see how you go. And yeah, apologies. I can't give you an answer to that. All right. So, oh my goodness, everyone, our time is up. Oh, I can't believe it. We are 1 hour, 1 minute and a half in. So that means I need to wrap things up. But thank you so much, everyone, for all of your questions. You had some wonderful, wonderful questions in there, and hopefully I was able to shed some light on your doubts. If I didn't get around to your question, I truly apologize. Again, send a ticket to tutor support. Okay, we will deal with everything that comes our way in tutor support, and we'll be only too happy to help you. Okay, so as always, everyone, I am going to post a link to our end of survey or our end of webinar survey in the chat box. We would really appreciate it if you could follow the link and answer a few short questions about our webinar. It will all help us improve as we go forward. And yeah, there we go, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of weekend. Okay, and yeah, any questions you may have, send them along to tutor support. All right, have a great Saturday, everyone. Talk to you all soon. Bye.